Oh, right. Green lights on OBS. Right. Checking all the things. Where's all the things? There's some of the things. Right, looks like we're live on Twitch, but the ads are there for people. I don't think we're live on YouTube yet.
We are live on YouTube. You just need to click the button to then be assaulted by your own voice.
I don't want to be assaulted by my own voice.
Well, there you go.
I get enough assault from you without being assaulted by anything else. Oh, right.
No, this is my stream. Hello.
So, let's say hello to Bernie,
Hello,
who's here and says hello, you sexy streamers.
Hello.
Hello, sexy chat.
No.
I was going to just say it and then say, and hello, Potato, but then that sounds like everybody in chat's sexy except Potato, and that's not really very fair. Oh, Tammy's here. Hello, Tammy.
Hello, Tammy. I'm in my own orbit. Hello, Potato, by the way. Who's apparently not included in the other group.
So, Mia, do you want to remind us where we were, what we were doing?
Well, take a wild guess where we are.
Well, I can see the moon.
Mm-hmm. So where are we?
What was our mission? What were we doing now?
Well, we're probably going to go back home and complain to Star Control about running out of people or something.
Ah, Lieutenant Lucan's here. Hello! He says, continuing to spread rubles across the galaxy, I see. Indeed.
Well, no, not spreading them, collecting them.
Collecting them from around the galaxy, yes. Tammy says, and round he goes, and where he stops, no one knows.
Hello, woman. We need to resupply the ship.
With the help of the Taiwan, we've finally been able to bring our module manufacturing equipment online. You'll now be able to build a variety of new modules to upgrade your ship's capabilities.
Finally.
And keep an eye out for any weird bits of alien technology. We might be able to adapt anything you find into a new module for your ship. None of this will be free, though.
What?
Modules and hyperdrives require exotic materials we just can't synthesize fast enough. Which means if you want ship upgrades or escort vessels, it might be faster to collect the materials yourself.
From the shipyard, you can use RU to refuel your vessel, upgrade it, or build escort vessels.
That's rubles.
Thank you, tutorial woman.
Potato says that he'd rate himself 7.5 out of 10 on the sexy scale. We have a sexy chat. Alfie says, hello Alfie, says there's a sexy scale. I thought it was binary and subjective.
You're all making me very uncomfortable.
Potato says, just duct tape the modules to the ship. I would just like to tell everybody a little funny, brief, short story from work today, where a British person who works in the office with us was telling us all about the time that he went naked hiking in West Germany. Much to Mia's horror and disgust.
Yes, I remember. I wanted to get an advanced nuke, if I remember correctly. Ooh.
Alfie says, engineer rule number 1. If it moves when it shouldn't, add duct tape. Indeed. And Sel's here. Hello, Sel.
Hello. I feel sick all of a sudden.
Why? Because Sel's here.
Probably.
Alfie says, engineer rule number 2. If it doesn't move when it should, use WD-40. Bernie says, was it in Frankfurt? No, it was near Lake Constance.
Überlingen.
Anything else, Captain?
No, I guess I'll get
Good luck,
going. I
Captain.
forgot what I was doing. Apparently it wasn't anything here. I did get some humans, so that's good. Oh yeah, I wanted to refuel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. You were everywhere you tried to go to, you were out of fuel. Yeah, you need to refuel.
Really? 800 seems like a lot of fuel.
Yeah, remember you were trying to fly places and it kept on saying no fuel, no fuel, no fuel.
I don't remember that.
Cell says, is Mia allergic to technology? No, Mia's allergic to nakedness. Lieutenant Lucan says, thank you, Bernie, you, Tammy, and Sal, for being Mia, not you. Potato, so Alfie, sexy, so.
I feel like there's some hidden meaning behind that message.
I'm just reading it back to myself. I don't know what it really means, but I like it. And Potato says here's some cook content because Mia is satisfied with the assets he currently has. Oh yeah, and he's...
This guy wants to know if I got captured by aliens and tossed into a zoo.
Why, does that happen regularly?
Apparently, I assume so. I think you might be watching too many movies, mate. Oh, you might be right. That wasn't his voice from last time. Anyway, I've decided I want to run another trial run. It's the one I haven't tried yet. It's the one with combat in it. Alright, off I go.
Lucan says, sorry, no offence, some funny jokes is my calling. And Cell says, no, it's my calling. Aha, we start to see a theme popping up in chat. If unfunny jokes is your thing, then you're probably at home in our chat.
I didn't get any rubles from this. Great work. There's something you should have. I think you'll be able to make better use of it than we will here. I received an advanced nuke.
More nukes!
Yes. Now I do not want to run another trial run. Go away. No, I don't want to hear anything. Go away. Be gone. I've done it now. I finally lived up to my calling, and I'm now able to use better nukes.
Good.
Welcome back, Captain.
Yeah. I don't need to have a chat with you. I just need to install some nukes.
And while Mia's doing this, I would like to remind everybody that next week and the week after is going to be a bit of a interesting streams for us.
Captain?
Yeah,
Captain.
I'm reminded of that.
Because next week we shan't be at home. We're going to be on the south coast of the UK in a house with Boris and Apple and maybe Melon, and also Anubis will be joining us, but that won't be till later in the week. And then the week after that we shall be in Yorkshire, but we're still planning on streaming next week on Wednesday and Thursday, more than likely other random times. We've rented some houses that have got very good broadband. That was a key thing. And I'm taking my PC on holiday with me. Oh, that's nice. I always feel like leaving a pet behind when I'm leaving my PC behind.
Until a few years ago, then a bunch of refugees showed up. No one knows where they came from, but now the place is almost bustling.
Right, today I'm going to go and collect some stuff because I need my trajectory computer.
Lieutenant Lucan
This is
says,
a garbage planet. There's only 30 for Ethanol.
Lieutenant Lucan says, are you going to play TTT live, as in IRL? Hey, that's an idea. We could run around the house.
No, we're not. Go away.
Potato says, I'm expecting to be hearing a loud drunk everyone with Mia trying to prevent some weird nid orgy whilst also trying to keep chat happy. Yeah, that could be like it. Cell says, trouble in real life. Ooh, slow down!
Perfect landing.
Bernie says, at Sal, streaming next week on Friday seems like a must, since that will be your 4-year YouTube anniversary.
Here, not natural. Looks like part of a spaceship. We'll salvage what we can, but it's pretty banged up. We'll probably just mostly take some pictures of us standing beside it. That should be fun.
I received an Axon drive.
Right. Do you know, that's a really good idea, Bernie? I hadn't... I know it's a roundabout now. I know it's sort of late October, but I always forget which day exactly. Yeah, we should.
What's Friday? I'm trying to ignore you.
Next Friday, so not in 2 days, but a week and 2 days.
Yes.
So our first Friday away is my 4-year YouTube anniversary.
Oh heavens, that sounds like
Is
work.
it 4 years or is it 5 years? No, I think it's 4 years.
There's
I'm
a
trying to
guy
think how old
heading
my
towards
PC
me.
I love
He
that
wants to
hail.
have
It
a
sounds like
chat.
Star Trek.
Leave your vessel now, You might survive this.
I made first contact with the Kazanti. Actually, no, we kind of need this vessel to breathe. It's a big thing for
And
us.
it will be a big thing for us as well.
That's a bit rude. Who are you again?
Gosh, you are shiny and new.
They
We, the Kazanti.
like
As
shiny
your
things.
people will soon learn. In this part of space, you're going to want to avoid the Kazanti.
Ah, that's that one voice I can do. Well, why? We didn't do anything to you.
It's good. It will make you easier to kill.
Well, that's a bit
It
rude
doesn't
too.
matter. We need what you have. We're entrepreneurs, friendo.
Well, maybe we could help each other. We're seeking allies and assistance to find the
And
scribe.
Cell says, who's
If
this
you're
schmuck?
around here, I bet you are. Look, here's how we feel about the Scribe. Not at all. The Scribe Empire are the worst thing to ever happen to you. They'll wipe out everything you and your people have ever known. But to everyone else in the galaxy, they're a shambling wreck. A slowly unfolding disaster lashing out at everyone they see. Which leaves a lot of opportunity for entrepreneurs such as ourselves. Do you know what's one of the most profitable things we do? Peeking through the bones of shiny young aliens just obliterated by the Scribe. So, where do you hail from, friendo? Where's your people's bones gonna be?
You're a bit early for that. I'm still alive. We're still cool.
Bernie says kill them.
Yeah, go to hell.
Ah, fair enough. We'll just take your ship then.
Cell says Xenocide is the best
I'm
cider.
gonna show them.
And Lieutenant Lukin points out that a weird Nid orgy isn't that important as keeping anyone from typing boobs unsupervised in chat. Tammy says it sounds like a race of vultures. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Scavengers.
I don't like these bombs. Ow! Ow! You know, the worst thing about this game are the controls. Everything's just so floaty and it's so hard to get anything done here.
More like a race of getting nuked to me, says Cell. And Lieutenant Lukin says, at first I thought you finally found glorious Soviet aliens judging by their accent, but I heard the words entrepreneurs. I command you to nuke those bloody Xenos.
I'm trying, but they keep running away.
Talking about nukes, I found the best game ever. Oh, my new shiny thing, the thing I'm most recently addicted to, is a game called Atomic Society. Oh, it's fascinating me. It's all about nukes. Oh, it's a post-apocalyptic Tropico. Cell says, capitalism, socialism, they're all the same because you get to nuke them.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, and Alfie's put a link to Atomic Society from a Steam link in chat. It is brilliant. Lieutenant Lukin says, how do you run away from nukes?
I don't know. There's a lot of space in space that you kind of you can run away to.
Oh, that was fancy. Was that yours?
Well, yes.
And Tammy says very quickly. That's how you run away from nukes.
Well, that fixed that. There are more ships around here. I want to go bump into them.
Bernie says, Atmir, these Kazanti will come at you time and time again, and each time they will complain that you killed their brethren.
Hail mail! Hail!
Attention, unknown vessel. We require assistance.
Is it nukes? I have nukes.
You do not know? This is good. We are Noras refugees. We have traveled far. There is a safe harbor for us beyond this region of the galaxy. If we can make it there. There is our fuel pressure regulator. It is broken. All the engines are dead. Other systems are on emergency power. Other Noras vessels in this system might have a spare, but they will not share.
Isn't he one of those Kazanti that...
No, he's a different face.
Okay.
The Kazanti had, like, more stacked eyes. Those are, like, arranged, ordered eyes. Queuing eyes. So, why won't they help you again? I mean, this seems a bit rude of them.
We have nothing to offer. No resources to trade.
Oh, why should I help you
Seem
then?
surprised. You are a young race. You still know generosity.
Oh,
You
we'll
will
see
grow
about
out
that
ways
as
if
soon
you
as it...
keep growing. We will impinge on your generosity. Approach the other Noras in the system. Return to us with the fuel pressure regulator.
Who needs to regulate fuels when you can use nuclear reactors, says Cell.
Yeah, we'll have a think about
We
that.
understand. Giving help shows weakness, not strength. If you change your mind, we will be here.
He sounds really depressed about that all of a sudden. There's another vessel of that kind here, he said. Is it this one?
Alfie says he was looking at Atomic Society recently, but he's wary of early access games at the moment. Potatoes put off early access too.
Hello, two-armed one.
Hello!
Pushed us without shooting first. This is a pleasant change for creatures in this part of the spur.
Pleasant, huh?
Nevertheless, we can't speak with you. We have much material to gather before making our next leg of our journey.
We're looking for some assistance and
We
allies?
can't help.
Fine.
It's ridiculous of you to ask. If you wish to know more, talk to the Noras manning the depot on the planet Slatha in this system. He's a talker.
Okay.
Planet Slava.
Bernie says, at Mir, there's an outpost on one of the planets. Only that will give you that regulator.
Ah, I see. I guess it's on Slava. That's Brindle,
Well-
that's Kip.
At least it's nice knowing that you can get the regulator.
Well, that seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, say for an early access game, Atomic Society, it's very stable and it's got a lot of content and it runs really well. And my computer hasn't crashed once, even though I've played many, many hours. And my computer's really crashy. I'm very impressed.
Oh, I ran out of space already.
Oh.
I need a space upgrade.
Cargo space.
No, just more space.
Just more space. But space is infinite, Mir.
I need more of it. You know that there are greater infinities than just the normal infinity.
Indeed. I remember talking about this in one of my maths lessons where they were saying that if the sum of all even numbers is infinity and the sum of all odd numbers is infinity, then the sum of both is equal. But then the sum of all numbers is infinity, so does that mean that one infinity is bigger than another?
Yes.
Lieutenant Lucan says, who needs nuclear reactors when you can just give nukes as bottles of champagne to give momentum to the spaceship? Alfie says, Mir is so demanding, I need more of it. Bernie says, wait, what? What are you two maths geeks talking about?
Well, this one wasn't it.
Cell says, look, the best way to use nuclear pulse propulsion is with more nukes. Alfie says, yes, which is why there is a concept of absolute infinity. Cell says, just make everything into nukes. Well, that's pretty. Trees must have atmosphere. Well, they look like trees. They might not be trees as we know them.
What else would they be?
Well, they might unplant themselves and start walking any moment. They could be sentient beings.
Well, fine, just give me nightmares, why don't you?
I mean, they will have evolved completely independently to our solar system.
Yeah,
Could
but
be convergent evolution.
they still look very immobile and treeish to me, so I'm safely assuming they're trees.
They might not be made of wood. They might be made of... They might not even be carbon-based. They could be silicon-based life forms.
I don't mind silicon trees.
They might not even be life forms. They could be some sort of weird crystal.
Oh, they really catch everything already.
Bernie says trees are not fun in this game. Cell says, burn these trees with nuclear hellfire.
I do not have hellfire on my lander, and I don't think I can attack planets. Rome? Ooh!
Warnings.
2.88
Bernie says,
deaths
listen
per
to these
second.
nerds. You love it and you know you do.
I don't think I can land here. It's telling me people die at 2 people per second.
Lieutenant Lucan says, and then the trees turn into spiders. Yeah, they could be spider hatchlings. Although obviously spiders would have evolved completely independently as well. Alfie says, wherever Cell has been eating, drinking, or up to lately, keep it up, you're on fire. Bernie says, too dangerous, yes. Is this the too dangerous place you're at now, Mir?
No, this is a less dangerous place, but it still seems a bit
Yeah. Are you still down to 1 lander?
There's critter. Yeah, I am.
Oh, there's critters.
I haven't seen any critters. How small are critters? Yeah.
I do like the music in this game. I was having a little boogie in my chair while Mir was setting up. Lieutenant Lucan says, wait, what? But nuking and exterminating planets is the most fun thing in space.
Oh no! Ooh. Actually, I don't think I want to be on this planet anymore. Goodbye.
It's the best, says Cell.
No landable surface.
Come
on,
broken.
I can clearly see there. Fine. Alright, so I forgot the name of the planet I was supposed to be looking for already.
An outpost.
I guess. Oh, Slava! Slava sounds like it.
Alfie says, what was that? I think we're talking about the beast. It was a critter. Bernie says, at Mir there's an upgrade that gives your landers cannons. With that you can shoot critters and get critter meat.
Oh,
Cell says, something we have to nuke.
Slava. Oh no, there are critters here.
You just got oxygen. Ooh, that looks like a tornado. I don't imagine that tornadoes are good for landers.
Probably not.
Hills aren't that good for landers, are they?
Maybe it's just that the landers aren't very good. Oh, mushroom.
Bernie says most critters are harmless.
Hello, Biome. Welcome.
Biome? We're humans, idiots.
It is a term of classification to armed.
Ah.
It's not an insult. Not at all.
Not at all, not at all.
Right, where's this place here?
This supply depot serves all Noras vessels passing through this area, along with some of the friendlier aliens we encounter. You seem friendly. For a biome. Is there anything you'd like to purchase?
Well, what do you have for sale?
It's primarily food. Only suitable for a Noras diet.
Well, thank you.
Fuel which is suitable for any ship's diet. Oh, and fuel pressure regulators. We have a lot of those.
I see. Extortionist prices. So, what's this fuel pressure regulator?
It's a device that regulates the pressure of fuel.
You don't say.
It's extremely well named. Our vessels have notoriously unreliable fuel pressure regulators, so we keep plenty in stock. But it would be no use for a vessel with your level of technology.
Lieutenant Lucan says, okay, asshole. That's not an insult, that's just our classification.
Alright, so, actually I met a guy who needs a few. Do you have a few spare?
A stranded vessel in the outer system? You will help those fools?
I didn't say I
They
would.
have nothing to offer. Why?
Maybe I want to get their hopes up and then blow them up as they're about to fly off. Maybe I'm just looking for a fair fight, so it feels more rewarding when I'm destroying them. We've got our reasons.
Very well. A fuel pressure regulator will cost you 1,000 RU.
Potato says if we
Load it
keep
up on your craft now.
getting called two arms, we might get arm envy.
I got a fuel pressure regulator. I'll just get going. Goodbye.
Travels by
Yeah.
Cell says maybe these high-class fuel pressure regulators are just rubber rings if they need so many of them. Yeah. And if they're so notoriously unreliable, why don't they redesign them?
I don't
Probably
know.
planned obsolescence. Alfie says 1,000 RU is almost as much as an i5 8600 since the CPU shortage. There's a CPU shortage?
Yes, probably.
Cell says they're gonna get arm mercy. Because, well, at least we'll at least leave with one of those arms.
I don't need any additional...
What?
That tree's moving.
I told you those trees like they morph into
It's a
something else.
dinosaur.
Has he got backward facing tusks or something?
I don't know. I'm trying to get in front of it. Oh, he turned around. Hold on, is that a dragon?
It's a dragon mare.
Oh no, it's a crab spider.
Cell says, I can't believe we gave away 1,000 Lukins. Potato says, well, Cell could end up on a whole ship redesign which could cost them more than they have and we will have to discharge however many ships they have. And Bernie says, I told you some critters are quite large.
I remember no such warning. What is a free radical? Apparently there's two of them and I must have them.
Ooh, Alfie says the Intel 14 NM nanometers? Chip Cs, that chipsets, are pretty much out of stock for months now. I've money aside to buy a new PC, but prices are ridiculous. I've been looking at i9s, I must admit. And Lieutenant Lukin says, at Cell, there are only 2 Lukins. There are only 2 Lukins?
Who's the second one?
There's only 1 Lukin in our world. And that's you. Cell says, make that double and add a few million. Lieutenant Lukin says, well, technically there are many of them, but only 2 of them are special for me. I'm confused about the multitude of Lukins. Have I missed a reference? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Cell says, so there are 3 Lukins? 3 Lukin? I'm still stuck on 1 Lukin.
Do you remember the stuff I needed to
Lukin
get
blushes.
for that
Oh, that's
weird
cute.
facility on Elpis? Was Neutronium?
Bernie says, aren't we all Lukins?
No.
We've all got a bit of Lukin.
There are 8 unknown entities on here. Oh no. It's drones.
Cell says he's not a Lukin.
Oh no,
he's
it's
a spec.
drones!
Bernie says, run!
It's fine, I have 1 lander.
I think by run doesn't that mean escape off planet, not
No,
run
he
around
clearly
the
said
planet?
run, so I'm running, not flying.
Alfie says an i9 would be a bit OTT for gaming. Yeah, but when you're gaming and streaming at the same time, you can't.
And rendering!
Run!
I'm stuck!
Leave me! There's 2
I'm
of them!
fine.
Run!
I'm fine.
Get out of here!
I'm
Mia, just why are you even hanging around? Just get out!
I need this stuff! It's
free stuff. I can't just leave free stuff around here. Lieutenant Lucan says, well, the first one is this account. Yes, so that's our Lucan. And the second one is the character from a stupid fan fiction that I read 5 years ago. And Bernie says that may wait until your landers have got cannons before you try that. And Cell says, look, I don't think unknown entities are something we should mess with. That usually needs a lot more nukes than we have, especially considering we have no nukes on this particular lander.
We just need to get better lander nukes.
Look, if they're chasing you and you're... Yeah, well, why don't we wait until... Why don't... Just run away, Mir!
Yeah, I realised my cargo tank is full. There's only 23 Ethereum on there. I can... Where are they?
Mir.
There.
And there's only one lander in your inventory.
It's fine. Oh no, that's a drone.
Yeah,
that's a drone.
So it's not fine.
That's clearly the Ethereum. It's worth 115 rubles.
And how much does a new lander cost?
I don't know. There's a drone right there. Why are they all around the landing zone?
To keep you away.
It's fine.
Cell says... oh, no, Lieutenant Lucan says... And also there's one from Operation Flashpoint, but he doesn't count. Cell says Flash Operation. Alfie says, oh my god, I remember the guy in Op Flash. Wasn't that Red Hammer? Cell says, Mir, Yttrium isn't important.
It's very important to me. I got it all. I win. Oh, Kazanti Intimidator. Hello, friend.
Do you want to fight?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Come on. Hello.
A communications channel? What are you gonna do? Beg for your lives?
I was
Good. I'm building up quite the archive of these.
I was gonna make a very nice...
Cell says that you have an Yttrium fetish.
No. I just wanted to see the face of whoever we were killing.
He has a ruble fetish. Alfie says, do you think the Kazanti is a play on the Kazinti from Larry Nyson?
I meant to do that too. I meant to do that as well.
What, did you just die? I was looking at chat.
No. Obviously I would not.
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to work out as well, Cell. So, Lieutenant Lucan said, at Cell, no, we have enough of those on Earth. And Cell says, what, Yttrium fetishists? So you just got, what was that, 900?
Yes, I did. And I can now catch up with this Taiwan transport vessel and restock the ships I just lost, I hope.
Lieutenant Lucan says, at Cell, fetishes in general.
Down.
That's true. Bernie says, I went to get a drink. Did Mir wreck his last lander? No. Oh, you missed all that chat about fetishes. What a shame.
Would you bloody stop, please? Hello?
Oh. That's a new screen.
It's a loading screen, they have.
Yeah, it's a new loading screen now. I've not seen this one before.
Hello, best friends.
Hello.
Yes.
What are you up to today?
Can
we come?
Yes. Yes.
Really? We'll detach a ship from our fleet right now to join you. We're going to have such an adventure.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just as we start.
See you later, best friends.
Just as we start talking about fetishes, these guys turn up.
I did not want to make that mental connection.
Cell says, look, I don't care if you have a general fetish, Lucan. And Bernie says, did someone say fetishes? Boobies! Cell says, that isn't a fetish. But also, he says it is for me. Some people have a boobies fetish. Alfie says, is liking boobs really a fetish? It's something that society trains, well, I was going to say everybody but it's men, to do, but Bernie says yes. Cell says no. Potato says everyone likes boobs. Lieutenant Lukin says, so considering we are violently killing everything for the glory of Earth, what is our ultimate goal? The new English Empire for Sal? The glorious Kaiserreich for Mir? Or the Soviet Galaxy Union for Rebels? Cell says, humans like boobs. Tammy says, unless you have them. Yeah, it's like, they're a bit kind of workaday to me. Cell says our goal is to nuke every hole.
Can we change topics, please?
What, nuking and boobs? Fetishes?
Yes.
Alfie says apparently there is a breast fetish. Fetishism, you live and learn. And like, and ogle, etc, etc. I think a fetish is just something that's outside of normal boundaries. So if you have a particular sexual fantasy that involves breasts that's a bit outside of the norm, then yeah, it'd be a fetish.
Captain, this looks like some kind of trading post. Lots of aliens milling about, shouting at each other. No
What?
one seems that concerned with us.
How
It's
does
obvious
this
we
look
don't
like a
belong
trading
there.
post?
I don't see anything of value to us. Just weird food and weirder livestock. We'll go now.
I guess we'll go now. So much for that.
Bernie says, Lieutenant Lucan, the Galactic Bear Cave. For me. Cell says, bear chasms. Yeah, but some people have bear fetishes, of course.
Didn't we just talk about changing topics?
Lieutenant Lucan says there's a fetish for everything.
Like, for example, Halloween is going to come up, unfortunately. That's been pointed out to me today.
Yeah, we're going to be doing Halloween during our Nidaway.
Yeah. What's a normal thing to do on Halloween?
Get dressed up.
Well,
Play
you're
apple
all
bobbing.
struggling with that.
Yeah, because we will be away, and so we'll be lacking resources.
Captain, this looks like another Lexite facility.
Woo!
But this is smaller than the one on the moon. I don't think they stayed here long. Still, Star Control will want to know about this. A shame there's nothing else of value we can bring them. Except for the walls. Do we need walls?
Yes.
No?
Oh.
Oh well. Wait, here's a datapad. These looked like calculations on stellar drift. They were trying to figure out the position of a certain star that appeared in the sky here on a certain date. Looks like they concluded it was 82G Eridani. What do you make of that, Captain?
I have no idea.
Potato says, trick or treat. Cell says, get a skeleton mask. Alfie says, send Mir out trick or treating. Tammy says, Halloween candy. Lieutenant Lucan says, like, I don't know, just type something stupid like bottle fetish or taxes fetish. I'm pretty sure such things exist. And Cell says, look, some fetishes can be taxing. Very good. I see what you did there. Tammy says, I doubt someone has a fetish for taxes. I bet somebody somewhere does.
I was more thinking that instead of going out and doing physical things, we could stream something.
Scary games, spooky games.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Lucas says, okay, Halloween, a day we don't celebrate. Can't really bring anything to the conversation, sorry.
Well, we usually don't really try to celebrate
No,
it
it's
either.
not something we celebrate either. But
You were talking about it today as British people.
Oh, yeah, it's a kid's thing.
How dare they?
Cell says, maybe they don't have a fetish for taxes, but a fetish for taxing. Maybe they have a fetish for tax collectors. I imagine that would fall somewhere within the realms of masochism. Or a fetish for doing taxes. Again, somewhere in the realm of masochism. I'm so glad we don't have to do taxes in the UK the same way as that they do in America.
You have returned.
I have.
You have the pressure regulator?
I do.
This is where you go,
This
it is I, Mir!
is a great thing you have done for us.
Dear
To
welcome.
repay you with, but we do have information. There's a crashed ship on the Ada Wendigo 2A. You might find useful materials there. Thank you again.
Crashed ship. We'll
And
see about that.
What was it? Wendigo 2A or something?
Captain's log. Eta Wendigo. Not enough fuel. Where is it? Eta Wendigo A.
Lieutenant Lucan says, I mean that
it's
in
there.
Russia we don't really do it at all. There are some people that organise parties or meetups, but trick-or-treating doesn't really exist here. It's something that's come over from America to the UK. It's not something that we used to do here. I think it's something that's developed in sort of the last couple of decades. Potato says, take pictures of yourself in costumes and I'll draw it. If
For that,
do
we'd need to
costumes.
have costumes. Ah.
Bernie says, here's a funny story. I had to drive my mum to work. She's still without her licence. She tells me that when she came back home, there was a message on the answering machine that said, good morning, this is Mr. X of company my mum works at, and, never mind, good day. And apparently she just walked in the door as he was calling. Sounds like the kind of voicemail I might leave. Hello, it is I, Sal. Oh yeah, no worries, bye. Alfie says, in the UK it used to be a minor holiday for kids, but it's been so commercialised and we're adopting all the USA stuff around it. Lieutenant Lucan says, I thought it was widespread in Western countries. This is interesting information. Tammy says, trick-or-treating was fun when I was a kid, but it's changed after people were putting razor blades and pins in the candy. Ooh.
What? Why would she do that? That doesn't
Because
make for very
people
good
are
candy.
mean at times. Some
That's
people are
more
mean a
than
lot of
just
times.
mean.
Yeah. Alfie says, at least it means the Christmas advertising has been put on hold for a few weeks while they advertise all the Halloween stuff. Yeah, I've already had my first Christmas sandwich and about 3 mince pies.
Yeah, they're all horrible.
Yeah, Mia doesn't like mince pies. You don't really like British pastry products at all, do you?
And
Let's
I
be fair.
have a minor pet peeve with the majority of British food, to be honest. I need my carbon dioxide.
You don't like our bread, you don't like our pastry, you don't like fruit with your meat.
Yes, you're right.
Cultural differences, that's all it is.
Ugh, this is a lot of Oh, there's something blinking.
Oh, there is, you're right. It looks like someone's got a mirror and they're shining it off the sun trying to attract attention. Zell says, I don't know anybody here who does trick-or-treating in Finland, and I thought most other European countries don't celebrate it either. Bernie says at Sal, well, English food is rather special. Well, you've got to add custard and pies into the mix, because custard and pies are two things that Britain does extremely well.
Are you talking about your meat pies?
Well, you don't like pastry, Mia, so pies aren't a thing that you'd like at all. We do
Well-
all kinds of pies. Lieutenant Lucan says, well, Finland is more of a Nordic country. I meant countries like UK, Canada, USA, France, Germany, etc. So how is it in Germany? What kind of Halloween sort of things do you do in Germany?
Well, hold on.
Is tricking and treating a thing?
Not necessarily. Not that I'm aware of. I feel like we try to do it in school. That's mostly because we heard about the cool thing America does, and of course as very impressionable minor sentient clouds and children, we want to imitate that. So I've done trick-or-treating once. It wasn't very fun.
No, I think I did it once as a kid.
The only other ingrained Halloweenish tradition I got to experience was in the small countryside village I moved to later on, where it was apparently common... Ew, crab spiders. Apparently common to carve... Not pumpkins. What do you call the other thing?
Turnips?
Yes, turnips.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to carve turnips instead of pumpkins. Only because they were cheaper, actually.
The only weird thing is they tried to Americanize that too, so they had children wander from house to house presenting their turnips.
Look at my turnip!
And the best turnips usually got
Captain,
candy
this looks
or
like
something.
another alien trading post.
Ugh.
Lots of aliens milling about, shouting at each other. No one seems that concerned with us, but it's obvious we don't belong here. I don't see anything of value to us. Just weird food and weirder livestock. We'll go now.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I think since sort of the pre-Christian times, there's always been an autumn celebration of some description. And Halloween is kind of the most recent version of it. But Alfie says UK didn't used to make a big deal out of Halloween because we had Guy Fawkes stroke bonfire night at the beginning of November, which is still is a big deal, isn't it?
We do have a lot of bonfires in the rural parts of Germany. Ooh.
We have ours all on the same day, and that's the whole... Slow down!
Perfect landing.
Yeah,
Why are there no resources here? Why did I come down here? I could have died. Oh no!
Oh.
We're back at that wreck. Not much more we can do here.
I've been here already.
Mr. Reference needs to go up. Bernie says even Obelix knew that already. Talking about UK food. Bernie says, at Sal, speaking of Obelix, when it comes to meat, I'm with him. I prefer my meat roasted instead of steamed and put in various questionable sauces. And Sal says, look, quest sauces are the questionist. Sel says, Halloween is only winning because of skeletons. And Tammy says, I liked when we got to walk around the neighbourhood. Now the parents drive around till they find a porch light on. Alfie says the Skelly army will spook us all. I was in America with some family for Halloween, and it was actually really nice. I mean, this is like me as a grown-up, and they've got kids. Youngest is about 5 or 6, and the eldest is about 14, 15, or was then. And it was really nice because, like, the grandparents were round, and
they were
brothers and siblings, and all of the nieces and nephews were there. And it was really, because this is in Louisiana, so it was really warm. We all just sat out on the lawn in the front of the house with big buckets of candy and chocolates and things. And sort of people from around the neighbourhood turned up when all the kids were all dressed up, and it was actually really good fun. There is definitely something that sounds like a fire alarm going off, and that's not in the game, is it, Mir?
No, that's clearly my ship alarm.
Oh no, that's outside the house. Hopefully it's not it's not beneath us.
Alpha Centauri! How many human stories involve coming to this place? Well, now you're here. And, you know, there are worse systems, I guess.
Potato says fire alarm? Yeah, probably someone just burnt the toast. An arson alarm, says Sal. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down!
Perfect landing.
Aren't you flying backwards? You were flying backwards.
I was backing up so I can catch up all the Argon.
I see. Cell says, isn't Alpha Centauri a tri-star system or something?
I'll go have a look in a moment.
No, I don't remember. He had the silly thing in reverse, says Tammy. Yep. And Alfie says, yes, it's a binary system +1.
Well, there's one. I'll go find the other in a moment.
So you're looking for anything in particular at the moment?
Yeah,
here?
I'm trying to find neutronium. I think it was neutronium. Was it neutronium? Captain's log. I need...
Bernie says, Alpha Centauri A plus B plus Proxima Centauri. Yeah. Now I remember.
I forgot what I'm looking for.
Seeing you guys call me a nerd? And here you are knowing that the Centauri system is a tri-star system straight off the bat like that. Bernie knows all the names. Tisa said, I miss trick or treating. You get to see many people, you get lots of candy, you get the piss scared out of you, you're out past bedtime. Good times. We had lots of things to do with apples. The only one I can remember though is apple bobbing, which is a bizarre thing. You put apples in buckets and then you have to try and in a bucket of water, and the apples float, and you have to try and get the apple out with your teeth, with your hands held behind your back. Bernie says, "Oh Sal, that's Sal. Oh shush you. Oh shush you."
That sounds like a very Americanized tradition too.
Alfie says it's an amateur astronomer, and yes, a nerd too. Well, I've got something that might make you slightly jealous. So, Manchester University has the oldest astronomical society in the UK, and I got invited up a few years back on a private tour of the observatory on the roof of Manchester University. It's 150 years old, I think. Over 100 years old, anyway. It was great. I looked at the moon through this like really, really old Victorian telescope after climbing up like a rickety staircase in this octagon-shaped building on top of an old Victorian... no, not a pirate tour, a private tour.
That looks a bit extreme.
It does.
0.5 deaths per second. I can't afford this.
Bernie says, a private tour, you say? That's because I work with a guy who is an astrophysicist. And he's got lots of contacts in the telescope world. He arranged for me and a couple of other interested colleagues to go and meet up with the Astronomical Society and get the private tour. So there's a few of us from work went up. Potato says, when I have a place of my own, I'm going to offer candy to anyone in a costume, kid or adult. Yeah, you soon get bored of that. Honestly. Tammy says, I never liked apple bobbing. Once a guy held my head under the water. Yeah, that was the thing. There's always some joker in the family. For me, it was my dad, who would always, as you're bobbing, would always, like, give you... Yeah, well, he wouldn't hold your head under the water, because my dad's a practical joker, not a mean person. And so he'd always give you a head and nudge so that your face would get wet when you were trying to stop your face from getting wet. Sel says, I've never understood apple bobbing, and nor have I seen it. I think it dates from the time when apples were a treat rather than, you know, a second best.
They stopped being a treat?
Yeah. I mean, if you give a kid an apple now, they're not going to go, whoa, it's tasty, it's sweet, it's fruity. It's just like, can I not have a bar of dairy milk? Think sort of 100 years ago, an apple would be a treat. Especially a fresh
that would
apple,
have been a
because
luxury item.
they were only not luxury, but they'd only be available in certain seasons. And most of them would be sold for things like cider and stuff. But yeah, so a certain time of the year, around about now, apples would be available and they'd be an unusual thing. Even when I was a kid, even then, tangerines were not something you would see all year round, because there wasn't really a market for them until winter.
Oh no.
Cell says, I hate apples.
Oh no.
And Tammy says, I love apples, I just don't like apple bobbing.
Oh no.
I like apple bobbing, but I'm not really that keen on apples. What's wrong, Mia? Why are you going, oh no?
Oh no.
Are the bad things here?
No. There's lots of ethanol and I need that.
Mia!
That's
Oh,
a normal
and another
thing.
one!
No, that's completely
Okay.
fine. They're normal. They're part of the economy. I ran out of space.
Tammy says picking them from an orchard is fun. Yeah, but wherever there's apples, there's wasps' nests.
That is true.
Bernie says, I like apples. Not sure about apple. Our apple. Yeah.
I found free radical. It's fine. I meant to do that. It was a distraction maneuver.
Don't do
Oh,
that,
no!
orc hard orchard. Oh yeah, because orc plus hard is orchard. Mm-hmm.
Full.
Alfie says apple bobbing goes back to Roman times. Oh, really? There's things running around the place, Mia.
No, they're not. Why can't I pick this up anymore?
There's 8 unknown entities. That doesn't sound good.
The fact that I can't pick up anything sounds
Are
not
you
good.
sure you unloaded?
Oh, my ship's full.
Oh.
Ah, for crying out loud.
Cell says, why is Mia so happy about free radicals?
I don't know, I got them for free. I'm very happy about free things.
That's Mia's fetish.
No!
Tammy says, maybe you have a full inventory. Good guess.
Sixtiel, welcome back.
The 6 shield
Oh,
to you
sexual,
two.
yeah.
No, 6 you.
Sexual.
No.
Sexual.
Better. Let's do some star-based things, friend.
Bernie says, at Mia, before landing on a planet, you should be able to adjust the rotation of the planet and thereby ensure a straight way down.
You can? How? Outfits.
Cell says, Romans were schmucks. They could have had all the steam engines, but they just focused on slaves and apple bobbing. True. It's like they invented concrete and then moved on. Got stuck there and that was enough for them. Then it was just wine and slaves and parties and... Lieutenant Lukin says, October, rest of the world, spoopy Halloween memes, Russia, glorious social revolution memes. Cell says, don't sell the Axon drive.
Too late.
Did you just sell the Axon drive?
No, I installed it.
Ah, okay.
But I'm going to sell this drive.
Bernie says, at Mir, I believe it's click and drag on the planet.
Is there anything else?
Now that will be everything. We'll be going.
Civil farewell not found.
Have a nice life, my friend.
So is our name sexual?
No, that's the hello greeting.
Oh. Alfie says, Romans got focused on partying and topping their sisters.
Put up your feet. Use the autopilot way too many times.
Data says, so Sal, how was your day? Anything notable? Well, not really, not apart from the fact that Mir was horrified by our colleague who went naked trekking in West Germany. Not only anywhere in West Germany, but the area of West Germany that Mia comes from.
Yay! Our new best friends have stopped by to hang out.
Hey! Hello!
Yes.
I like
Can
these
we have
guys.
some fuel from you, please?
Of course, best friends.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Lieutenant Lucan says no, Romans were too busy on splitting themselves into two parts.
Oh, well, have I found out yet what the thing was I wanted to have for Elpis?
Cell says, why is this starbase, and that be the last one that calls us sexual, why is this starbase buying random elements and drives for Russians? Bernie says, reasons. Cell says, sounds fishy. Was it the last one, not this one?
I don't know. Oh, hold on. It was uranium.
What about uranium?
I need uranium.
Oh, is that what you're supposed to be?
Yes, where do I find it?
Cell says, do you know what the best way to split yourself apart is? Nukes, of course.
I think that was a joke.
I think he would like to bring us back to the fact that we have advanced nukes and we should be using them. Oh look, it's October 2088 there. And it's October 2018 here. They are 70 years into the future.
Did I already go to Proxima Centauri?
There were places you were trying to go, but you
I did.
couldn't because you didn't have enough fuel.
Right.
That's the place with the downed thing with the things on.
I
Stuff
know,
of value.
but I think I want to have the uranium first. Does anyone know here where I can find some uranium? No? Fine.
Bernie says at Mir, by the way, the Scrive Empire is growing.
I did hear that. I remember someone saying that. Yes.
Here's Alpha Centauri's other yellower star. Bask in the yellowness, human.
Well, alright. Superfluids. Not exactly what we're after, of course, but in the ballpark.
Cell says, is it? It's just so insignificant I couldn't see. But the Scrive Empire?
I imagine so.
Is that toxic? It looks toxic. It also looks like it's made out of plasticine.
That's not quite working.
More critters and tornadoes.
Yeah, I can see that.
And you're stuck in a hole.
I'm not. I bought some thrusters.
Ah. A Play-Doh planet, yeah! Cell says the last one? No, this one, it kind of looks like it's made out of Play-Doh. It did from space. The last one looks more like dough, says Cell. I think it's where the green and the red are sort of merged into each other.
It might be nostalgia speaking, but I feel like Spore did planets a lot better.
Can't particularly remember the planets in Spore.
It's probably because when we tried to stream Spore, we didn't get very far due to that glitch.
And the planet wasn't really the focus, I guess.
I suppose so. Or maybe it was because the art style was more consistent with the ships being cartoony as well as the planet, giving everything that Play-Doh feel. And if everything's Play-Doh, nothing is.
Lieutenant Lukin says, at Cell, this huge amount of Russians reminds me of a political joke. 2098, Ronald Reagan comes back on Earth after getting bored in heaven, goes to a bar in Washington, asks for a beer and starts talking to the owner. So, how is it going? Did we win? Yes. Everything belongs to us now. We are the Empire. Really? Middle East? Asia? Yes, everything. We are the Empire after all. The whole world is ours. That's great. The beer's also good. How much is it? 30 rubles.
Palladium? That's not really what I want. Also, there are two unknown entities around here somehow.
I remember when I was a kid asking my mum why it was that the Queen didn't rule the world, because like she seemed like a nice person.
What was her answer?
I can't remember.
Right, chat. Pretend to be a loving mother. What would be your answer?
But then I'd also ask my mum, I think it was my mother, why I had to marry a man when I grew up and not a woman, because I wanted to marry a woman because I wanted to be a boy. Boys marry girls, and I wanted to be a boy, so I wanted to marry a girl. And therefore, and why couldn't I? And she said because the Queen wouldn't let me, so I went off the Queen.
Ah. That was a bit of a harsh landing.
Cell says, well, I'll take a galactic Russian population over an alien galaxy. Have you found your uranium yet, mate?
No, I have not. It's not like uranium is something you can find lying around on every other planet.
But you're going down to every other planet anyway.
I am, because I'm finding things like lutetium.
You're seeing free stuff and you're saying have to have it.
Basically, yes, because free stuff means more ship.
Ah. Bernie says, I for one welcome our new genocidal overlords. Cell welcomes them with nukes. I like this one, so sparkly.
Yeah, but I don't think flying into the sparkles is a good idea.
No, sparkles like that look like they'd be good to look at from a distance rather than close up.
Yeah, fair point.
But you never know. I'd be prepared if somebody else stepped into the sparkles and said, ooh, it tickles. I'd jump in after them.
Are you sure you wouldn't want to wait like at least 4 decades to see if that doesn't have any long-term effects?
No, I think as long as it didn't kill them relatively instantly, I'd be okay with stepping in to see what happened.
Then again, are you sure you want to? You didn't seem like the type who likes to be tickled.
Well, there's the kind of tickle that sparkle sort of implies. There's a different type of tickle to sort of human tickles.
Human tickles?
Yeah. So I once had an MRI scan, and that was bizarrely quite nice. There's a lobster chasing you, me. Lieutenant Lucan says, well, little Sal, you see, the whole world is actually ruled by the Queen. They just don't know it yet. Anthem of Great Britain starts playing. That's what Lucan suggests.
No?
That's what Lucan suggests that my mother would have said.
Fair
and I
point.
said, why doesn't the Queen rule the whole world? And Cell says, by the Queen.
Well, you'd be a bad mother. You just lied to your child. How dare you?
And Alfie says the man carrying around free radicals, you know those are hazardous to humans, right, Mir? Cell says Mir is having a radical time.
Maybe I want to harm humans with these. Ever thought about that? Mr. Super Intelligent Regisseur?
Oh, you just be crushed by guilt if you did.
Probably. But it would feel awfully good at the moment.
Is that why you do things that make you feel guilty after? Is because it felt good in the moment?
No.
There's only copper there. Do you need copper?
I need the copper.
There's only 35 copper there.
I need the 35 copper because there's a square there too.
Launch fuel?
There's a square there too.
Okay. Lieutenant Lucan says, well, to be honest, I would just say that everyone has their own queen or king president.
Yeah. I've got the copper.
Bernie says, at Mir, you already killed another 33 of your crew.
It's cool.
We found a wrecked
It's
Taiwan
cool.
vessel, Captain. No sign of the crew, but there's an awful lot of strange equipment inside. Something called a serotonin field generator, air hockey tables, a boombox.
Ooh.
Okay, we found some documentation here. It
Sounds
looks
like
like
my
these
kind of
Taiwan
place.
were trying to create something called the Friend Zone. That sounds like a really fun idea. I wonder how that worked for them. Oh well, we'll salvage what we can.
I received advanced crew quarters.
Potato says, did Sal miss my question or is she ignoring it? Sal says, what question? That was what I just scrolled back to see. Very good, Sal. But I just looked back to see, the question was, did anything notable happen? And I was saying no, except for me finding out that one of my colleagues went hiking naked in his neck of the woods.
Would you mind not constantly repeating that?
Oh.
No, it's perfectly fine. Nobody died. We have a few mild concussions, but other than that, it's cool.
Bit of dents, few dents in the bodywork, maybe?
We've survived.
Cell says
boys.
advanced friend zone quarters.
Did people suggest stream games for Halloween? Or generally games for the Nidaway? Because the only co-op couch game we've thought of so far was Overcooked.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, I know. I already instructed
Has
Apple.
that been discussed? I
Yes.
didn't know that had been discussed. I missed
Because
that
you're
one.
not paying attention with your monorails.
So yeah, you know. Bernie says, at Mears, you should now get more crew with those advanced quarters.
I should, as soon as I've installed it.
Lieutenant Lukin says, are people dying because you use them as a meat shield to land safely?
Yes!
Are you using people as a mattress to bounce off?
Probably. What's a star that has uranium? Ooh. That one's green. Clearly, that one has uranium.
Alfie says, TF2 usually has a Halloween game. Still play that, Mir? He does.
I do.
And Lieutenant Lukin says, what about Lego Star Wars?
Is that a couch co-op game?
That?
Okay.
But yeah, we should look for couch co-op games. Sal says, I think they're dying just because Mir can't drive.
Wow! Rude! I feel like I might have
like
made a
this
mistake.
music.
I'm driving out into the unknown. Someone playing the Star Trek theme. Sal?
I kind of like this music. Kind of night out warm-up music.
What happens if I run out of fuel?
You'd have been told before you set off that you couldn't make it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the return journey. Now, if this star doesn't have uranium in it, I don't know what does.
Potato says, well, Mario Party just came out on Switch. We won't have any Switches. I think we've got the PlayStation. So
Are you
we've got
kidding
a few PCs. I think we'll have 3 PCs. Bernie says, at Sal, in celebration of your YouTube anniversary, please play some solo Space Engineers next Friday. Bring back Merry Gamer and all your other cool ships. Ooh.
Are you sure playing solo Space Engineers in the middle of the Nidaway is the way to spend the time? Not that I'm trying to dispute you, I'm just saying...
Sal says green means radium, not uranium.
No! Yeah, I realised that myself. Right, now that I'm in the neighbourhood here already...
Lieutenant Lucan says the LEGO games all have a 2-player split-screen co-op, but the games are for children in the end.
Sigma Draconis, Cassiopeia...
Enough alcohol, we'll all be like children. Lieutenant Lucan says, do you necessarily need co-op games to play on one device, or just a game for a group to play on several computers?
The problem is, while we try to bring as many computers as we can, people like Boris and Anubis are restricted through the carry-on luggage they're allowed on the airplane. Or, well, generally speaking, the luggage limitations of airlines. So they're unlikely to bring powerful computers or any at all, so we really only have what we bring along. So,
yeah,
you know, games that we can play on one device would be nicer.
But there'll be 3 PCs and a PlayStation, but there'll be 5 of us.
Wasn't Apple planning on streaming Red Dead Redemption 2 on Friday?
Oh, he might be.
Well,
that's okay. We don't all need to do the same thing.
So you want to set up a rival stream?
I can set up a rival stream.
Well, that's a bit unfortunate. He was going to stream to your channel.
Well, we can do 2 streams in the day.
Heresy.
We just like, Apple can do the first one or the second one, and I'll do the first one or the second one.
Yay! Our new normal.
Oh no! I asked what they do here.
Reading books.
Making friends.
We get in lots of arguments about comics.
Yeah, can we get fuel, please?
Of course, best friends.
Alfie says...
Oh, no!
Best friends. Bye.
Farewell. Right.
Alfie says, RDR2 is dead to me until they release it on PC. Cell says, just play OpenRA, because that's something. OpenRA? Red Alert?
I think so.
Lieutenant
Unless, of course, they were talking about Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
Ooh. Lieutenant Lucan says, if the computers are not that great, Left 4 Dead 2 can
Serious?
fit. It's a co-op game and fits into the Halloween theme.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Cell says, stop filling that tank. Bernie says, yes, Red Alert it was. Well, I think my PC might actually be the worst of the ones we're taking.
It is?
Well, because Apple's Oh, no, because Apple's got his high-powered one and his weaker one.
Yeah.
And Cell says, I did talk about that once, right? Yeah, I think you did. I think I remember. Because I think I got Red Alert and had a little play with it. OpenTTD.
Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe? I'm guessing, of course. What the hell is this?
I mean, we will be doing more than just streaming while we're away. We'll be going out, like, walking. And we'll be drinking.
Can I please zoom in?
We might record some stuff for release later and stuff. Spooky music doesn't suggest good things, and it looks like it's pointing stuff at you.
That planet was too small.
Potato says, hey Sal, while everyone's asleep at the Nidaway, you could pull the old switcheroo with someone else's PC parts. It's a kind of pretty planet. It looks very sort of shiny and metallic and glittery.
Yeah, concerningly so. Imagine putting your bare hands on this and then getting an electric shock.
True. And imagine waking up first thing in the morning and the sun shining off it. Oh, it would be so bright. But it'd look really pretty at night.
Fair point, but obviously this planet is not meant for human consumption.
And Cell says the old steel PC Parks trick. Oh, it's a classic.
The problem is I think we like Apple too much
Yeah.
to do that to him. What's this weird thing?
I don't know, but it keeps pointing at you like
That's
it wants
fine.
to fire.
It's cool. I'll just go fly at it. It's a Yim transport. Hello! Well met, fellow travelers, space.
Wow, that's some moustache.
Who are you? You're a convoy of the humble human culture and route to our colony on Skye.
Your words
Joyous-
are awfully blurred there, Mia.
Well, the joyous times await us, or would it at least if the Kanzi pirates were to slay us less often?
I can't understand what you're saying unless I read the words too.
Well, that's good. He has tentacles as a mouth, so of course. Well, maybe we can help with the pirate issue. Your efforts would be greatly appreciated, fellow travelers. Even Prime will reward you handsomely for clearing out those pirates. That sounds sufficient. We await the outcome of your efforts with interest, friend.
Just because he's got tentacles above his mouth doesn't mean that he can't pronounce his words properly.
What was my mission now? Sorry. Tell Stark I've done that. Make contact? No. Apparently it's not a distinct mission.
Bernie says, let's rename Planet Hannah to Planet Sal. Planet Sal. Want a plan or bet, says Cell. Playnet Cell Plus. And Lieutenant Lucan says, so there is also DEFCON, a game about nuclear war where 4 players try to nuke as much of their enemies as possible. Rather old and not very hardware demanding. The only problem is the game's not very pleasant in its theme. The atmosphere is rather depressing. Oh yeah, that's ooh, wait till you see Atomic Society. You get to execute vegetarians just for being vegetarians. Should you wish to. Ah yes, more Kazanti killing, says Bernie.
Too late, already done it.
Alfie says it's not the Manskazin. I thought that said Mankini. Manskazin Wars, it's the Mirgazan Wars.
This guy's flying directly towards me. Oh!
Cell says Mir
Oh,
is a
no!
genocidal maniac. What?
That's a Scrive ship!
Who?
Everybody try to look like you're aliens.
The unknown alien we have been looking for.
Well done, everyone. We're looking like aliens.
History exists. We shall correct that momentarily.
I like how by the books he is.
Yeah. Cell says, fire at will. Bernie says, a reader of Larry Niven, I see.
I want to say, yeah, we're incredible at existing. We're known for it. That would
That
be
sounds
really...
like the sort of thing you'd say, actually.
Yeah, but then again, he's very polite and nice and takes everything by the books bureaucratically. So, I'll be nice to him. You must be the Scribe. Nice to meet you.
How do you know this?
Oh, yes, right.
Nothing that the scribe has seen before. But you will get a chance to meet a second.
No, that's not...
You are correct. I am a legend of the glorious empire of the Skria, the light which illuminates all civilized parts of the galaxy.
Well, that's nice, although I thought stars did the majority of that lighting bit.
God damn it, stop being nice to aliens, says Cell.
Well, he's nice to me. Sure, he says he's going to destroy me.
And now he's calling you a savage.
Fine. So why can't we exist again, just to clear that?
Only warred species of the Scribe Empire have permission to exist here. or anywhere else. And to head off the inquiry, your simple mind would certainly make next. No. The Empire is not bestowing light on New World species at this time.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll wait.
You do not have permission to wait.
Well, we'll just be going then.
No, Savage. Not while you still exist.
Fine. That was easy. Oh, there's a second part.
Ah. He's a bit tougher.
He's also a bit larger, but it's working out. See?
Yeah. 1,500 Russians. Rubles, sorry. Oh, speaking of Russians, Lieutenant Lucan's back on YouTube. Welcome back.
Oh, your Tekta Kanzanti brethren, you will die for this.
Really? Oh, yeah. I thought they were saying that because you attacked the scribe. But he's talking about the other battle.
Ow.
Mir's just a homicidal maniac.
No, I'm not.
Nothing-
They started
there's
shooting
nothing
first.
personal. Oh, bounce off a planet.
I'm not sure if I'm happy with this weird pinball planet mechanic. Ooh, that rhymed. Did we solve the
Oh,
Kazanti
Planet
pro-
Boris.
Oh, Boris. Well, I guess I'm visiting that now. I guess I'm not visiting that now.
There was Boris Moons or Boris other things as well. I think the big planet's called Boris.
Yeah, but that looks like a gas giant. Which I guess is fitting for Boris. Boris is mine. Silver, glue bolts, iridium, degenerate matter.
What's degenerate matter?
It's an exotic material. It's a mythical rarity. It's technically not minerals at all. The true nature of these elusive substances are still unknown to our top scientists.
And Lieutenant Lucan says, also, is this trip somehow connected to the idea of a game with stream viewers? Or are those separate events?
No!
What?
There are 28 of them here.
Leave me. Leave.
It's cool.
I need that degenerate matter.
Do you? What for?
I'm not sure, but it sells for 50 rubles.
Is it worth your life, Mir? Is it?
It's worth the life of these 5 people on this ship. There's more circles than there's resources.
So, yes, so the
Found
trip...
a wrecked ship, Captain.
I found a wrecked
Let's see
ship.
if we can get this thing flying again.
Nice! Thank you. There's 13 degenerate matter somewhere on this planet. I need to find out where.
Yeah, the trip is just an ad hoc thing because circumstances dictated.
I found
The
it.
opportunity came up.
Ah! I got everything. Vault.
Oh, the one that happens on New Year. Kinda. Yeah, it's just, Boris was thinking about coming to... Oh, Boris was thinking about going to Canada. We said, we can't get to Canada this year because saving up for a new PC, blah, blah, blah. And so that ended up with everybody coming to the UK instead.
We almost...
Boris has degenerate matter. Yes. Degenerate matter is worth its weight in Lukins. Yeah, I was actually thinking, you never know, there may be a 24-hour stream. It's quite possible. But yes, a number of the people who stream during the New Year's Eve 24-hour streams. I say 24 hours in air quotes there because they usually end up about 50 hours. Yeah, we'll all be there in the same house, so a lot of streaming is likely to happen.
We're in the same house on New Year's Eve?
No. I mean, over this 2 weeks. Do you think we can get away with calling him Boris with a Z at the NID meetup? I don't see why not.
He probably wouldn't be able to tell unless he can see our
Indeed.
speech bubbles.
Potato says, my messages are still being missed, so I'm refreshing just in case of a Twitch bug or something. Yeah, I've not seen any messages coming through from you, Potato.
What
except
is
that
your
one.
message? Why did we only get his messages about him saying he missed
Where's
our
my
message?
messages?
Are you sure you're not just sending where's my message messages? Or are you saying something that's automatically filtered by
Being
Twitch?
filtered. Oh, if you got the word... Have you, been...
If you have the word
putting-
degenerate in your message, it's fine. Twitch will let that through.
Have you put some filter in that stops the word naked from being...
I have not put any filters in upon your request. The only filters active are Twitch's global filters.
Right.
Assuming Twitch has them.
Alfie says the last Potato message was about stealing PC parts at the meetup when everyone's asleep. Yeah, we read that.
Yeah, I remember reading that, and then
Bernie
I said,
says...
we're too nice to
Yeah.
Apple.
Bernie says it's going to be a 72-hour stream, I bet. It might not be an endless 72-hour stream, just because we've got so much time to stream over and we're all there, so we'll be doing things. Bernie says, hey Sal, while everyone's asleep at the Nidaway, you could pull the old switcheroo with someone else's PC parts. That was Potato's last message. Yep.
Did Potato just send that again?
But then Bernie put it. But then Potato's currently refreshing Twitch, so we might have missed all of that.
Fair point. Osmium. Finally. It's
No,
not
you
what I
needed
want.
uranium.
I know! Who stores all the uranium in the galaxy?
Critters?
Critters?
No.
I'm gonna
not.
shoot them. If I had anything to shoot them with!
There's
Crying out
things
loud.
that shoot out of this planet.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Cell says Potato's last message is his messages being missed. And Alfie says, lol, Potato will be caught in an ad and will have missed the recap of his questions. Yep.
Have
more
I
things.
seen that ship yet?
I don't remember that one with the yellow balls. An
It's an
Erlon.
Erlon transport. Sorry. You have rid us of the Kazanti. Our chances of survival have gone from 1 to 10 to 9 and 10. 9 and 10 is still isn't very... What? Yeah, you're welcome. And safe travels. I guess I'm not getting freebies from them.
Didn't we see some uranium around Sol? Wasn't the uranium around on Mercury? I think it was.
Yeah, but I don't have the thing to get uranium with my thing because it's too close to the sun. Maybe it's in here. Hello! Ooh, great surveillance come to videos. What do you want? Why so touchy? Touchy? Why should we be touchy? Why, we have to eke an existence here, always short of supplies thanks to those obnoxious pirates, or feeling the therapy platitudes of those perky pants yim fatheads. Who are the yim again? The yim are an annoying race that colonized this area before us, but sort of they were here first. We're disaster victims. They should do the right thing and recolonize elsewhere. You're more primitive than we are anyway, so they're used to living like that. But of course they won't go unless you could help them persuade them. Could make it worth your while, say 1,200 rubles, which is a lot for us, but our future depends on it.
Why can't they share?
Good question. And what if they say no? Then perhaps you could just make them disappear if blunt force trauma may be necessary. Well, that escalated a bit quickly.
Yeah, that sounds like what you'd say.
Yes, we look forward to hearing of their removal.
Can't we?
Can't we resolve that peacefully, like, sharing? For a time, but it will never last. We have been through the struggle in our world.
Well, if you have that
Skikai will belong to all the lands all the Yim, and we have nowhere else to go. Can't you just get along? The Yim only know how to trick and mock. They're a race of charlatans and fiends. Getting along would only fill us with lies and shame. We'll be going now. Goodbye. Is there a second base on here? Oh yeah, there is.
I think if you condemn an entire, not just race, but species of people.
Well met, fellow citizens of the universe. Welcome to Skikai. We are the peace-loving Yim. You're welcome in our midst. How lucky we are to coexist simultaneously.
See yourself.
And imbibe the intoxicating pleasure of each other's company.
Hi, Yim. We're humans.
Hello to you, humans. Our tech level may not be what you're used to, but we have been fortunately blessed with work ethic and tenacity, and we're luckier than the Orlons who now also reside on this world. Do you require anything? Those less fortunate sometimes need a helping hand.
Yeah, 1,000 roos would be nice.
Alas, we can ill afford that. Is there anything else?
How do you get along with the Erlons?
Well, horribly for them. A home destroyed by asteroids. A pity. Had we the resources to make our own biosphere, we would have. Instead, we barely had enough to fund this colony. Life here is harsh, but we make do. We try to help out our Erlon neighbors as much as we can, but they generally scorn our offers. They're a proud folk. Yet they came here as we did. In that sense, we're brothers.
How about you guys sure are nice?
Yeah. We are sure that the Erlons would feel similarly. After all, they're true citizens of the universe. Our words are hardly extraordinary, merely simple truths.
The Erlons kinda want you to leave? They sent me to tell you.
Go where? This is our home. They are our brethren. If there is conflict, surely it can resolve without resort to extremes.
Well, we could try and tell them.
Yeah, we could try and tell them, but the Erlons don't seem too interested.
Yet, we were here first. We welcomed them among us. Surely they realize this.
They don't see it that way.
Well, then I'm afraid there's nothing more we can do. We have no means to leave, even if we wish to do so. We are sort of full that matters have come to this state.
Well, alright, goodbye then.
Potato says, oh, I have a brand new smartphone. It's still lacking a SIM, but I get to play games on it, so that's good. Cool.
He's slowly moving up in the world.
Welcome back, strangers. How do the meetings with the Yim go?
We spoke to them. They really want to get along with you. Space siblings or something.
Pay no attention to the empty words of the treacherous Yim. I'm sure they're already plotting against us. Skikai will belong to us or them. Take out both their ships from the system and this world can prosper under the Erlons.
We'll be going now. Oh no! How did this happen?
What?
Someone
you bumped
died.
into trees.
No, I did not.
No, someone bumped into trees.
There's magnesium somewhere on this planet.
Mm.
I can sense it.
You can sense it, or you know there is?
I can sense it.
Oh yeah, it says magnesium 14.
Yeah, it's a sensor.
Oh, storms kill lander crews. Or fog, says Bernie. So not driving skills then.
I haven't been on Blaricon yet. Do you have uranium? No, it has curium. Deadly atmospheres. And neutronium. Great work on dealing with those pirates. You've made our lives a lot safer. Call in to the Orbital Biosphere near Sirius 3 if you haven't already. Sorry, I haven't decided to... You're welcome. See you later. Where's Sirius 3? Also, I should chat with these guys.
You've been to the Sirius place before?
Oh, this is our pleasure to see you once more. Thank you for assisting with the Kazanti.
You're welcome. Ah, what a shame. What's this? Oh, a Norask synth whatever. Hello!
I thought I'd find you here. You're the Bayarm who assisted the Stonat Norast vessel in Proxima Centauri, are you not?
Yes, that's me!
Then you have my most profound gratitude. The pilot of that vessel is dear to me, a brother in terms of analogous to your biology. He was overdue for the rendezvous and I didn't think I'd hear from him again. Then he showed up and told me of your deed.
Well, you're welcome.
He's in good company now and has continued his journey to the Outer Spur. I informed him that I would remain behind and offer my services to the Bayarm who saved him. Your fleet seems in need of a more capable ship. Will you have me, Bayarm?
I'd love to, but I'm out of fleet space.
Then I shall remain here until you're capable of accepting me into your fleet.
Space Silas, says Potato.
How can I get rid of my... I don't need this one. How can I get rid of it?
Don't you need more slots rather than getting rid of them?
Well, that would probably work too, but... You can replace a Tyrone Defender with this thing. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you rather have this thing if the alternative is slugs?
No, you want to take the Tyrone with you. That's Sirius 3. Bernie says, why do I suddenly expect to see a rat? Indeed.
What's this?
Bernie says, Atmir, Starbase.
Oh, an orbital biosphere.
Welcome to the Orlon Biosphere of Sirius 3. Please do not feed or steal anything.
By what now?
Biosphere. It's what preserved the illustrious culture from being destroyed by the asteroid.
Well, nice on that.
It was a new thing, but it's just to be safe. We're now trying to colonize the moon of Skikaike. But alas, the Kazanti pirates in the area laying waste to every convoy, and creating this biosphere came at the expense of upkeeping our naval forces.
We kinda already taken care of the Kazanti pirates around here?
You have other things, traveler. Did the Yim offer you a bounty on those pirates?
Does it matter?
We're struggling to rebuild after the devastation of our homeworld. If you have already been compensated, then you don't need it from us. So did you receive payment from the Yim?
No, not yet.
Not a surprise. The Yim care only for themselves. Very well then, here is your reward. You should call into our new colony on Skikaya and see it for yourself. Perhaps they'll have a need for a space stranger at... Ooh.
Alright, we'll give it a visit.
Farewell.
Isn't that where you've just been?
Yeah, it was. Where was that other planet these guys told me to go?
It was definitely Sirius. Oh no, that they said see the biosphere, didn't they? Looks nasty.
Yeah. It doesn't even have anything I really want. Have I been there already?
Don't know.
Obviously not.
No, because it hasn't been looted yet.
That's how you can tell.
That's how you can tell whether or not you've been here. Oh, cactuses. Cacti. Or something that has evolved similar to look like cacti.
Paninis.
Paninis don't look like cacti.
No, but I've discovered them, so obviously I'm allowed to name them. They're paninis.
Oh, okay.
When paninis, those miniature pizzas. Am I confusing that?
Panini is a type of bread that's better toasted.
Ah. What am I thinking of?
I'm not sure, actually.
Come on,
A
they're
mini
really...
pizza?
They're really popular. They had a promotional deal with Assassin's Creed, I think. Tiny pizzas.
Bernie says, cacti. Let Mia see this.
I've seen it. I'm not happy.
Why? And Alicat1969 says they're not as tasty. Hello, Alicat1969.
The paninis or the
welcome to the stream.
cacti? The panini cacti. Oh yeah, the panini cacti are probably not as tasty as the proper cacti. No, wait. We don't eat...
So when Bernie put cacti in chat there, is that because cac is German for poo or something?
Oh, how dare... Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
Yes.
Because that translates into English as well.
Does it?
Ah, the cacti is not as tasty, says Alicat.
What is wrong with this planet?
Yeah, we use the word cac.
You are?
Does that come from German? I never knew that.
What is wrong with this planet?
So, it's like a not quite as... I don't know how to put it. A more PG-friendly way of saying he shit his pants would be to say he cacked his pants. Alfie says, in English we usually spell it with a C though, cack. Do you know, I don't actually ever remember seeing it spelled, just said. And Potato says, you pizza things, that Bagel Bites, Pizza Pockets, Hot Pockets, some other brand name small pizza?
No, they all don't sound like the thing I'm looking for. Did they tell us Erlons seemed...
Something that had something to do with Assassin's Creed?
Yes. Oh, Sirius Prime!
Captain, this looks like a pretty nice world. We should make a note of it for future colonization efforts. If we survive the next few years, that is.
Oh.
I'm not going down there as long as this thing's around.
Well, we have tornadoes on Earth as well.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to land in the middle of one.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't want to kill even more people.
Well, now that I know there's another planet here, I could just go and have one of them relocate.
Bad.
No, the red things are oxygen.
Yeah. So you're going to strip it of all of its resources before we go to colony?
Yes! Well, we're not going to colonize it.
And then we can colonize it and kill all of the beings.
No. I'm going to send all the Yim here.
Amazing.
I'm going to send all the Yim here and get more money.
Oh, it's got days and night cycles as well.
It doesn't really have a cycle.
Also
I just drove across the day border.
I know it's you causing the cycle, which is why the day-night cycle... What I mean by a day-night cycle is must only be one sun. It's not...
Yes.
Lit up from several sides. Potato says, pizza rolls. I looked it up.
No, it's not pizza rolls.
Oh. So you're thinking about something else then?
It sounds like paninis.
Pizza rolls sounds like panini?
No. The thing I'm looking for sounds like panini.
We've got
Point in case being, I don't like
Panoni.
Them. I don't know. Point in case being, I don't like them. They're too small. I don't know what to do with them.
Bernie says, at Mia. and then didn't say anything. But I thought I'd let you know he said at Mia.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, that's
I'm
where
expecting him to post something any moment.
Oh, new alien, hello and welcome to our home. I do hope we can foster positive relations.
Positive relations are our speciality.
Wow, us too. We're the Yim of Sirius Prime, formerly the noble Yim of Sirius Prime. But such judgments are for others to infer. But you come to us in an exciting and troubling time.
Why? What are you up to?
We're colonizing the planet Skikai. To spread our song of harmony across the cosmos, one planet at a time. That the universe is expanding so rapidly means that there's no time to lose.
Well, how's that going?
As well as can be expected, considering the pirate factor, but then mostly don't bother us so long as we have an escort for our vessels. The Urons, on the other hand, they give it rough.
Yeah, we took out the Kazanti pirates in this system.
How gratifying! You should have our undying thanks, and also a reward.
Ooh,
nice.
More rubles.
Nice.
Lovely.
Well, how do you get along with the Erlons? And can you please stop spinning the planet? I'm getting dizzy.
Urons are crude folk.
I missed that. Hold on.
Lately they have been struggling since that asteroid passed, especially with the Kazanti raiding their undefended stations. It is tragic, but they keep the Kazanti busy enough that their Skikai colony is able to thrive.
Well, I'll be on my way then.
Your conversation has been most enriching.
Enriched us too. Bernie posted a picture of a panini sandwich, which I've been looking at while Mia was in conversation there, and it's making me really hungry.
Oh yeah, thank you. Me too.
It looks like it's got salami or maybe pastrami and ham,
been there.
Lettuce, tomato. I'm not that keen on tomatoes, but you know, I wouldn't turn down that sandwich. It looks nice. Alien settlements.
Yeah, that's the planet we've been on earlier.
Ah, okay.
I was going to suggest these guys to just move.
Welcome back, stranger. How does the dealings with the Yim go?
Can we resolve this peacefully? I think I've asked this already. Yeah, I asked this already. They're really nice there. Fine. We'll be going. Maybe I can get the others to move.
Tomato, says Bernie. Potato says, there's nothing else, Mia. There's just a brand deal of Totino's pizza rolls with Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Tortino's? This sounds like the other
Panini.
brand. Kind of does.
Totino.
But
Yeah,
now that I'm thinking about it, that's not what I meant. I think I'm thinking of a German brand.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate, but I'm sure in time they'll see their way and brace the path. They have suffered
a great deal of stress of late.
Yeah. I was hoping this would go easier. Captain's log. What do I need to do to get them to relocate?
Do we really need to? Is it really worth the effort?
It's 1,000 rubles. Maybe I
yeah,
need to
but you
speak
get
someone
that by
over
like
it.
shooting one ship.
Ooh, space sure got a bit greener here. Hello.
Howdy again, friend.
Goodbye.
Yeehaw, keep on spacing. Mia, talking about keeping on spacing. We shall be keeping on spacing, but I'm not sure if we'll be spacing next week. Mia, there's a spider on your desk, says Potato.
No, there's not.
Greetings, fellow traveler. How beautiful it is to meet you.
Thanks. Who are you?
We're the Yum Patrol, escort craft for the Yum convoys to Skikaya.
Escort? Someone giving you trouble?
The Gozanti pirates in the area are vexing. We're somewhat overextended, but the Gozanti seem to be preoccupied with the poorly defended Urlon convoys.
We took out the Kazanti.
Indeed you have, thank you, and your blessing are upon you.
Alright, I guess I'm leaving again.
So, Mia,
Yes.
it's 5 minutes to end of the stream.
Yes, I realised that.
So, time for an outro.
Fine. Are you sure 5 minutes is, not
Yeah,
too early?
We are coming up to 4 minutes.
I feel like 4 minutes is still too early.
You don't want to stop playing, do you?
Maybe.
You know what yeah, that's how I feel at the end of streams as well. I was like, no, I want to carry on playing. But
Well, if you've enjoyed this so far and would like me to see more space trucking in space, space-taculous, I was going with that somewhere. Point in case being, I will probably, hopefully, be playing more of Star Control Origins. Was that the name? Yeah, that was the name. On next Wednesday. Will I?
we don't know really, do we? What we'll be playing? We'll definitely be...
We will definitely be streaming something next Wednesday at 8 PM GMT +1, which will be about 2 hours ago from now if you're watching this live. Same going for... Oh no, first comes your normal regular stream tomorrow. However, alternatively, if you'd rather like to watch Sal do some interesting hospital work while trying to hide the fact that she's actually murdering everyone who walks through the door.
Everybody. Oh, wait till you see...
We had like so many ghosts. So many ghosts.
Yeah, wait till you see Atomic Society for murdering people.
Well, you're not murdering them there. They just fall over dead
Oh,
because
no,
they're
I
too
can
old.
execute
Point in
them.
case being is, she will be playing 2 Point Hospital tomorrow on Thursday at 8 PM GMT +1, which, again, is 2 hours ago from now if you're watching this live. However, if neither of us are your particular cup of tea or you have a weird stream addiction, you could tune...
In which case, why have you been watching us for 2 hours? But there you go.
Fair point. You could be tuning in on Saturday on Crazy Potato's Twitch channel, which he would be best to link to now, where he will be playing something. He has just finished Spec Ops The Line, which was a depressing military shooter with post-traumatic spider disorder or something. Something along those lines. But he hasn't told me yet what he's going to stream next.
Oh, Deadlock's here. He says, well, keep on trucking. Oh, that's something we've got to play while we're away, is Euro Truck Simulator.
We can't. We saved that for Streamvesta.
We don't need to save it. We can play it then. We can make it a NID thing instead of, like, necessarily a Streamvesta thing.
We could, but we shouldn't.
I
Anyway,
wanna
I've
play
done an
Euro Truck
outro,
Simulator.
and there's still
Right.
2 minutes to go, so obviously we started too early. I warned you.
Well, it usually takes you 2 minutes to say goodbye to everybody. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.